that y'all are here. Tonight we're in for a treat, and we have a special introduction by LSU student teacher Professor Flakus. And I also want to thank our film intern Jay Saff for choosing this movie.
Hello, good evening. I promise to keep this short because this is a great film, and obviously that is primarily what you're here for. So, also, Tarsem Singh, the director of this film, often said in interviews that the secret to originality is concealing one's influences.
Correct!
Yes. So he'll have to forgive me because I'm gonna pull back just a little bit on those influences tonight. Which is not to say that this is not a completely unique sui generis film. There's no film like it. The other films that it draws from are alike mostly in their dreamlike strangeness. And maybe perhaps that's why this film disappeared for a while. It's just such an honor to be here and to talk about this film personally. I remember seeing it when it came out in 2006 with my best friend in the world, Amanda Later. And it was the last movie we watched together. Not to bring anyone down, but she died shortly after that from a really rare, aggressive form of cancer. And watching this film, we watched the trailer, and I don't know if it was Beethoven's Seventh Symphony, which plays a big, is like kind of a leitmotif within the film, the Allegretto. It's this swelling emotional movements. And we didn't know what the movie was about. We just saw these luscious images, and she wept. We both wept, and laughed at how silly it was. But I remember the two of us anxiously counting down the release date for that movie. I mean, David Fincher, I think Spike Jonze had produced it. It had this momentum behind it. Lee Pace, a young, handsome actor who coincidentally went to Klein High School, was like my opposing high school in Spring, Texas. And when I watched it, it fulfilled every promise. More than that, I remember thinking this movie is going to be immortal. And ironically, his next movie was called Immortal, and it's not going to be more than that. Yeah. So I want to talk very quickly about the focus of my studies and scholarly pursuits in LSU are the films of Pier Paolo Pasolini, the Italian filmmaker who began as a poet and novelist, and was published by the Beat Generation in City Lights bookstore in San Francisco, and famous for his ahistorical, anachronistic, sort of dreamlike films. And what I mean by that is, for example, his Oedipus Rex, which is starring Franco Sidi, famous to American audiences for uttering the line, "In Italy, women are more dangerous than shotguns." That's his famous line, and he's in Godfather Part 3 reprises his role. But other than that, he played Oedipus Rex, the devil in the Canterbury Tales, a demon in Arabian Nights, Akatone in his first film, A Street Pimp in Rome. So Pasolini had this genius for working with non-professional actors, and Tarsem Singh had this same ability. He spent 9 years auditioning this film, looking for the right girl to play the part of Alexandria. And that's what this film has that makes it different from Pasolini and Sergei Parajanov, who was a filmmaker from Georgia who made the film Color of Pomegranates. And in a sense, both of these directors, all three of these directors, rewrote their own version of cinema. They rewrote the language of cinema. And perhaps that's why this movie fell dead, because people just didn't get it at the time. But our world has been through so much that I think we might be ready. And the shift between the imagined and the real is something that we're more used to, because it's part of our daily life. Tarsem borrows from Pasolini. He borrows from The Color of Pomegranate, specifically a masterpiece that sent Parajanov to prison for 4 years, and he died shortly afterwards. Pasolini was a homosexual, Sergei Parajanov was as well, and in many ways they died for their films and their sexuality and their points of view. They were iconoclastic men, and the way that they took their dreams and took the stuff of dreams and wove it into a picture is inimitable. But Tarsem didn't try to imitate. He was inspired. And just the moment that he met the young actress, Contrescu, I can't pronounce her first name, who plays Alexandria in the film, he called his brother and said, sell everything, we're making the movie. And that began a process of shooting over 24 countries across the world. And the final product, I'm so happy that the movie is restored in 4K, and it's my honor to present The Fall. Thank you very much.